Apparently, Star Rail's newest character, Rappa, just got 2 amazing animated shorts. Ever since they came out, people have been asking me my professional opinion, including Star Rail themselves. So, as a professional animator, I'm gonna break down exactly what makes these Rappa animations so good. Let's get into it. Oh my god. Whoa, the styling is so cool. Okay, so this is a really cool 2D moment. This is a fisheye lens. You can do this really well with 2D. It's actually easier to do arguably in 2D than it is in 3D. So what that means is really low focal lengths and also just a little bit of horizon distortion. Just a little bit. You can kind of see it implied here. That aspect of it is difficult to do in 3D. It's going to be something that like you have to kind of break some things for in order to get the look right. But in 2D, you can kind of just draw whatever you want and then you just sort of animate it. Very difficult to do camera panning shots, by the way, or camera translational shots. This is a dolly out of the city. This is a lot of work to draw every single one of these frames. I don't think they had an actual 3D set to draw off of because it feels like very loosey-goosey. Like whoever drew this just kind of just freehanded it looks like. They might have had some very proxy assets like just to get a perspective thing down, but other than that, I feel like it was pretty much freehanded. So this is definitely by far the coolest thing. This scarf can do whatever it wants. Like this can go to the neighbor's house and come back and no one would even notice. It is so good. Wait, hang on. Are the holes malleable? This is cool. What? Essentially, this is a common thing in 2D actually, but you have this implication that there's like withered away scarf, right? Now, instead of actually animating a consistent withered scarf, you have holes in the scarf that act like almost like fire. This is kind of like moving through the shape. So it feels like it's a flame of some sort. You can see like these shapes are consistently just kind of like cutting holes dynamically into the cloth. That's how they mimic random withering. It works really well actually, but it makes no physical sense. Wait, what is this? Powerpuff Girls. Oh my god. This is very Pantene stocking. Oh my god, this is fully 2D. It's gorgeous. I love how she's just a sticker and she's just vibrating. That's so good. This is a style inspired by Western cartoons, by the way. And this is a really interesting style to study if you think about it. Western cartoons were built very heavily on efficiency, much more so than anime. With all due respect to Western cartoons, they had like a much more sort of capitalistic mindset of like, it just needs to like get the point across. We're gonna take as many shortcuts as possible. Anime does this to a degree too, but there's sort of like a craftsmanship and artistry in anime that's sort of maintained throughout its tenure. But like with Western cartoons, it's a little bit more capitalistic. Obviously, there's still lots of amazing art going into it, but you're going to see things like this where they're willing to take these shortcuts. Now, the irony, of course, is that this is the Pantene stocking art style, which is an anime style inspired by, you know, Western styles. But that's where that sort of simplification comes from. These simplifications are part of the choice within a 2D production that has been informed by a specific culture. And this is where the Western style comes from. It's very interesting.
Greetings. I call myself the Dazzling Ninja Hero.
Holy shit, it's so stylized, dude. Whoa! Oh my god. Oh, that's pretty. Dude, this is so cool. Oh, that's so cool, dude. God, dude, this is so trigger coded too. So like, if you look at this, the amount of frames here and the amount of screen wipes, boom, she's here, now she's here, now she's there. This is like animated on 4s, I swear. That's 6. That's 6 frames of hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's crazy, dude. Yeah, so lots of holds, lots of like really strong poses and just implied movement. I love this too, where it's just like, oh no, they're shooting. The idea that like they just do this and they just like, she's just holding one pose. It's so good. But it's like, it's a dodge, but you know it's a dodge. You get the idea across. It's really cute. This, though, on the other hand, is not low effort at all. So you get the after image there, and then this amazing composition of a treadmill shot. Look at the depth we're getting here. Like, I love that. Do you feel that distance, that Z depth? Z depth is basically whenever you're coming towards the camera, you're taking advantage of that perspective. Feels really good. Not to mention, every single one of these frames has a gorgeous emphasis on the sash and the movement that they're going. So this version of Rappa is going this way. You can tell that she jumped because of the sash. Where was she in the previous frame? Like here-ish. Did she jump? Well, she must have. See that? That gives so much context to her movement. And this, you can tell that she's falling, even though in screen space, she's basically in the same spot. And then they have this 3D pan, which is really hard to do. Such good composition just in general too. See how they're always on the left side of the screen here for the most part? There's a little bit of bleed into the right side of the screen here at the beginning, which is what you want. You want to have them invade that side of the screen just every now and then. And that makes it feel like they're making their way through. So they invade the right side of the screen, they come back. And then they stay on the left side of the screen until until eventually they completely take over the right side of the screen and become the right side of the screen. What's really interesting about this, the focal length on this environment is extremely low, which means it's basically a fisheye lens. The focal length on her is not that low. Realistically, if she had the same focal length as this background, she would be more like this. Like she'd be shorter, her head would be smaller, like there'd be way more foreshortening. It wouldn't look good. And so they did a really good job ignoring that, as 2D artists do, drawing a shape that looks good for the face and looks good for the body, and ignoring the fact that the focal length should be here instead. And that changes our expectations on whether or not we're watching something like 2D and artistic and illustrative versus something that's live action, VFX, and CG heavy. Banana. I understand why you guys are saying banana now. Wait, what the? No! It is a giant banana. No fucking way. There's no way. I fucking called it, dude. It's a mecha? Wait, what? The moon was a banana mecha? Holy shit, I love every minute of this. Oh my god, it's a samurai banana. Check this out, guys. This shot here as a moon comes into frame, and then this shot here as you zoom out to the wide shot. Do you guys notice how seamless that was? This is a totally different angle of the moon that just landed on the building. Right before the cut, look at the shadows of the moon. Look at these unique shapes that are on the moon. It's the same. They drew the moon to look like it's from the exact same angle despite being from a totally different angle. And they literally hooked up the shading on the moon to be exactly the same. That is so seamless because it could have very easily been disorienting if you like suddenly were outside and like couldn't understand exactly what shape of the thing that you're looking at is. But they made sure that the moon still curved this way, that it was still generally the same shape. They had the same geometry here that was being conveyed in the previous shot for just a couple frames, and then it was hooked up perfectly between the two shots. Gorgeous. This is so Gurren Lagann. I love this. I'm pretty sure this is almost verbatim like one of the Gurren Lagann shots. Like this feels like the Gurren transformation sequence when he grows the legs. He looks like Kitan's mecha too. Whoa. God, this is so pretty, dude. I love this so much. What's she snowboarding on her sword? Oh my god. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. God, it's so well animated, dude. The colors. Oh my god. This is so long. Yo. Oh no. Wait, that is so good. Holy shit. Wow. Oh my god. That scarf is so pretty, dude. That must be so fun to animate. To be continued? What, is there gonna be more? Look at the sash shapes here. Again, they can do whatever they want, but look, they could have done anything. They decided to take advantage of this Z space here. You see that? How they're just like pushing it towards camera to make it more dynamic and build anticipation and build the perspective. See how it's coming in towards her as well? And just making these gorgeous, gorgeous shapes. Dude, this shot is so good. It's another one of those treadmill shots. Beautiful poses, anticipation, really, really well done. This was cool. They did everything they needed to make this pay off really well. And then, bink. This was an intentional choice, and I think it did really, really well to convey a shift in the mood and raise the stakes a little bit. It was good. That just feels like an absolutely gorgeous animation. I want this to be her ultimate in the actual game. The ability to just randomly hyper paint one frame, it's just such a cool style, dude. It fits so well with everything else. Okay, now let's watch Rappa's 3D animation. Apparently, it's a music video by Riol, whom I love. Dude, I don't know if I'm ready for this. I didn't realize her scarf actually has just fire on it. It's not fire, it's paint. Well, there you go. Her scarf is on paint. That's so cute. That's pretty cool. It's an extra staircase, guys. Wait a minute. Wait, this is a normal staircase. Wait a minute. Honestly, I shouldn't be surprised because extra staircases can't really be conveyed in 3D, and they had parallax here. But I thought it was an extra staircase, dude. It's not. It's the optical illusion of an optical illusion. Isn't that crazy? Is that KDA? Yo, that was a KDA reference for sure. That's gotta be. This is straight up a KDA reference. Dude, I mean, she's so Akali coded. Wait, she has a machine gun? Is that her weapon? It's a Splatoon reference? Okay, interesting. Real quick, this particular weight here could be a little better. The gun doesn't feel very heavy. Notice how she's like standing in a pretty balanced pose here, but she has a giant gun. And this is because you want the center of gravity to include the mass of the gun rather than ignoring it. This is so like Vocaloid coded, like so many music videos have that like live 2D kind of puppet animation thing. Whoa. Dude, her scarf is so cool. Is that Spider-Verse? What the hell? She's surfing down a building? Oh my god. Wait. Bro, that's so cool. This is interesting because this is like immediately we're already getting like the Spider-Verse look with the comic book Ben-Day dots. And then this is basically directly a Spider-Verse reference. Then they do this Spider-Verse ass shot. This looks great. This is so good. I mean, just look at the perspective on this. I love this shot so much. Look at this Spider-Verse shot. The colors are gorgeous. This is her ultimate. This plays in the game every time you ult. No way. That's so cool, dude. Oh, that's such a gorgeous shot for an ultimate. Wow, I would not have expected that. And then this feels like, you know, now that you mention it, this feels like a Sonic reference. This just feels like City Escape. City Escape or Crimson Alpine. That's so cool, dude. This is such a great shot. I mean, look at the arcs here. Look at that. And then the spitting of that. This is a great composition. Look how strong the pose is. Each limb reads on its own. Like, really, really well done there. And you got the shuriken here that's being used as a skateboard. I mean, snowboard or whatever it is. Dude, just make an FPS game. Come on. Oh my god. Oh my god. This would be so fun to play. Holy shit. This is so Valorant. You're so right. Hang on. Wait a minute. It feels so jet coded, dude. Honestly, I feel like because Rappa is a graffiti artist, they went all out on the art for these two. But this isn't the only time Star Rail has had amazing character trailers. In my next video, I'll be appreciating some other character trailers, which I hear are apparently really good too. Subscribe if you want to catch that one next. In the meantime, if you like animation, check out this other video YouTube thinks you'll like. Might as well.